What's good, y'all? Welcome back for another daily conversation. I'm gonna pull a couple cards and tell you what I see in store for you. Be sure to only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Okay? Okay. Spirit, what's the daily conversation for today? What are we talking about? For my viewers, those that are guided to this message when they need it most. All right, so I'm picking up on boundaries. Okay, something to do with boundaries, healthy boundaries. Um, knowing your will, knowing your power around having healthy boundaries, but also knowing how to allow experiences to happen, so you can also gain a lesson or gain some type of um strength, right? Because the divine presents us with opportunities to be courageous, which allows us to then recognize our strengths and our weaknesses. And so, in the context of boundaries, sometimes we can be too preventative to the point where we don't allow ourselves to fall down, and then we never learn how to get back up again. And that can be a double-edged sword. In certain situations, we can avoid certain pitfalls, we can avoid experience due to fear. Okay. So there's something about the extremes and finding a healthy balance or a healthy medium to be able to still participate in the human experience, so that we're not too far removed to the point where we we don't engage at all, or we're not too invested to the point where we lose ourselves in the process. So, very interesting conversation today, you guys. Ultimately, as for you, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to know when it's time to accept defeat in a situation. Like knowing when it's time to say, I'm done. Knowing when it's time to say, I give up or give in. Sometimes it's about giving into a situation and having no fear, and sometimes it's about giving up on a situation and being set free from restriction. So, this for a lot of you is going to be in regards to like stage fright. Doesn't give me a relationship per se. It's like you against you, you against your own limitations, you against your own belief systems, your own operating system, your current operating system. Which one do you want to override, right? Because information is stored, it's never die, energy never dies. So if you are running a certain operating system that you no longer believe in, or you no longer agree with, or it's no longer serving you, this opportunity, this shift that's happening would be the moment for you to say, okay, it's time for me to what is it that Apple does? Upgrade. Okay, so upgrade your current operating system, or your current software. And so I think we're going to focus on upgrades. You are upgrading your current software, the way you think, the way you are triggered, the way you look at situations. You're also like new solutions are opening up to you, new ideas are opening up to you, new options to approach the same situation are also opening up to you. And you may find yourself doing something you would have never thought you would ever do. Or you may find yourself giving up on something you never thought you would give up on. So it's going to look different for everybody, but again, Spirit is saying don't limit it to just love or the dynamics of love and relationships, because this is also something that's happening in the career sector, in the money sector, especially if you said, you would never like post on social media, and here you are folding on that belief system and you're about to post on social media. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say you said you would never, there's something about you having the extreme response to a situation, and then you say, you know what, I can. So you go from being I can't to I can. You know? So let's see what comes out in your cards. Something is going, this entire transition, as it feels like a transition that you're going through, it's going to take time, right? When you're upgrading your phone, your cellular device, or whatever, that's the example that I'm getting. It takes time. Typically, your phone will say it needs to be plugged into an outlet, right? This can be an outlet for you. So being plugged into a frequency that you feel like most align with where you're trying to go, but maybe it's not, it's moving, in the direction where you're trying to go, versus being plugged into like running on E is what I'm hearing, right? Because if your battery isn't charged enough and you attempt to upgrade your software on your phone, it can interrupt the upgrading process. So for some of you, you will plug in to an outlet that gives you the energy and the juice that you need to continue upgrading your upgrading process, to even begin your upgrading process. So a lot of you guys will, depending on what type of upgrade you're having, Spirit is asking you to either like give up on a current outlet, a current channel, or a current frequency, so you can go and be guided to the right outlet that's taking you where you need to go in life, right? Others of you, you're going to be guided to an outlet that you can resonate with for as long as you're meant to resonate with it while you're going through an upgrading or a shift in your life. And so people are going to be moving around, unplugging and plugging. And the objective is to be here for about a good year. Okay, some of y'all it's going to be a year. Others of you, it will take longer. But nonetheless, you're taking control. You're taking back control. And that is the reason why you are guided to do something or to stop doing something. All right. And then you're going to go through the waiting process. In the waiting process, typically they tell you to do it while you're sleeping. Okay. So some of you will be doing other things, and then you'll come back to it, after it's done doing what it's supposed to do. So I don't know. There's something about you doing something in the night where there's less restrictions to your responsibilities. Maybe this is downloading, or it's time for you to go within. Yeah, become aware of something. Next 48. Some of you guys you're closing karmic relationships, past life, South Node energy, and you are about to have like an epiphany. Like you're going to be like, I'm super aware of what this person's purpose was in my life, what this season of my life was about, why I was guided to this channel, why I was guided to this podcast, why I was guided to that situation. It's about to all make sense to you in the next 48 hours. So there's something about you upgrading within the next 48 hours. And once it's done upgrading the new software, you're going to be able to explore all the new tweaks, all the new features within you. It's like you're going to notice things about yourself you didn't notice before. You're going to be like, wow, I'm noticing that I'm more comfortable doing this. I'm noticing I'm more outgoing in this area. I'm noticing I'm more this and this. So all of that is something that's happening subconsciously. And it doesn't mean that the prior software isn't there. It just means that that information has been stored somewhere else in a larger storage bank. And the one that's left is the one that's going to get you through the next season in your life, the next process. Because it's like this is going to happen, like Spirit is saying, just like a phone, it's going to happen every year, every other year. So the more comfortable you get with the changes that's happening throughout humanity, in the world, consciousness, the less resistance you'll experience, or something like that. The less resistance you'll have. Innovation. I told you something to do with your ideas. You're going to realize something about you have what it takes. Like, you will be unplugging or detaching from a lot of things so you can bring this into fruition. If it's a new invention, if you are talking about it to everybody else, you're not going to feel, you need an encounter. I feel like you're about to have an encounter with Source, and Source is going to give you something unique. It's a source code, and that source code is going to, it's going to literally trigger evolution in humanity. From this encounter, you're going to be aware that you had an encounter with God. Biblically, they would describe this as angels coming to visit you, right? In modern day, it looks like you went to sleep and you woke up in the middle of the night and all of a sudden you have this image in your head and you got to write it out. You got to get it out, and you feel like you know the solution, you know the remedy, you know the formula. Sorry about that. You're going to feel like I got to get this. I got to publish this. I have to do this. I have to invent this. I have to do that. And it's going to come in the form of something to do with technology. It's a seat that you're going to be sitting in, a position that you're going to have. And there's more where that came from. So even if you don't have all the pieces yet, this card speaks about not having all of the pieces to really make it functioning, but you're going to be playing with different things and, you know, just kind of like playing around with different stuff. And, and the more you play around it, it's like you're creating an experience for others, and that experience for others sparks an evolution in some area. And I do feel like you did this before in past lives as well. Like you've invented, or you're a reincarnation of people that, you know, the people that invented cars, electricity, telephone, you know. You're going to take whatever is relevant in this era, right? So in those areas, those were things and limitations that weren't quite opened up yet, and you guys come in and you open those doors. And so in this era, because we're in the age of Aquarius, right? We have Aquarius energy here. You're going to be opening doors in the realm of technology, communication, expression, cutting edge. Yeah. And some people may not see you for a while. You may go away for a while, or you may go within for a while. Manipulation, yes, because that's the only way for you to bring it into fruition. There is something directly that you're about to start working on. Then your instincts are going to tell you, drop it now, publish it now, do it now. 8th house. And you're going to be like, yes, it's like that one thing. That one thing. And it's going to be the what the doctor ordered. What I'm seeing here. That's what I heard. Just what the doctor ordered. It's also going to have a boomerang effect. Is what I'm hearing. A boomerang effect. A boomerang effect on so many people. It's like it's going to. It's going to reach so many people. Your expression, your whatever it is that you're inventing is going to reach so many people across the world. Yeah, you're going to be connecting with people across the world. And you're going to come to a realization like, if I hadn't gone through this experience, I wouldn't have been able to attract this, you know. If I didn't experience, there's something about the occult, esoteric. If I didn't go through this, I wouldn't have the energy for that. If you can get with this, you can get with that. Okay, I'm getting it. It's coming in slowly. So one thing you can definitely rest assured is that this is it's going to be progressive. This upgrade is, so just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And even if you aren't ready, you'll feel the shift to do. Okay. Whenever you feel the shift to do, just do it. It's like you're having more and more moments where you're just Nike. You're just doing it. And that is the esoteric energy. It's like boom. So you know what this is also saying? The more test that comes to you, every test that comes to you is being alchemized immediately to work for you. And it's getting you closer and closer and closer to your dreams, to the confirmations of your dreams. And so instead of someone coming every 3 months, I feel like you're on a every 2-day cycles. There's something new. Someone's up to something. Someone's trying to manipulate something. Someone's trying to do something every 2 days, every 2 days, every 2 days. And it's like, But I feel like a part of this test is for you to just be aware that there a spiritual confirmation from the universe that you're getting closer and closer and closer. And the more free you are. Now, every test that comes in is going to want you to fold on your belief. It's going to want you to give in. It's going to want you to submit, surrender, accept defeat. But you're free. So the discomfort isn't for you. It's like now you're in a position of being a teacher. And so you're going to have a new wave of people that are drawn to you or attracted to you. And they're going to be presented with the same choice, which is to love you or to hate you. Either way, there's a reason why the universe brought them to you, because you have something to share, you have something to give, you have something to reflect, you have something to help them see about themselves. Feels like you are a breaker of chains. You set people free of whatever's limiting them. And typically, when you set people free from their own problems that they've been running from, you know before they do it that they're going to attempt, that they're going to be presented with the choice. Like Spirit's going to always make you aware. All right, person number 1 is coming in. We're going to give them a choice. Pass you by or attempt to change you. Attempt to impose, project. And that choice is they're aware that you're inventing or you're being something that they either do or do not like. And there's an opportunity not for them to try to change you or fix you, but for them to determine if they agree with you, resonate with you, or they need to leave from around you. Yeah. So y'all are helping clear history, data, you know. You're like in the file bin of I want to say consciousness. You're in the file bin of consciousness that no one remembers. Like when I say no one remembers, I'm not saying that no one remembers you, but it's like no one remembers where they've been. They've seen you before and they don't remember you in a past life. That's how I feel. They don't remember you either in the past life or back in the day. They don't remember you. They saw you, they experienced you, something happened. Even if it wasn't directly, or it had to be indirectly, energetically, spiritually, whatever. And so it's like they come, they experience you, and something is either triggered inside of them that makes them want to go with you, but maybe they want to control you, right? Maybe they want you to submit to them, you to choose them, you to change. And you're not meant to change. You're meant to be who you are in your innovative way, whatever that innovative way. You already got your encounter. You already know who you are. And so you're either a reflection of humanity, a mirror that is allowing them to see themselves or see something inside of themselves that they wish they could do, but they cannot do. They wish they could be, but they cannot be because of some type of restriction, some type of mental restriction, some type of thought process that's no longer serving them. And so the choice that they have is to either realize that you guys no longer resonate and then they go somewhere else, or try to stay and love you to death. And that has a consequence too. But it's all esoteric. It's all spiritual in nature. So there's some negative consequences and karma that can come from attempting to love you to death. And that is in the spiritual context of, I love you so much, I want to change you. I love you so much that I have to have you. Sometimes it is really just that, an experience. So this is about freedom, true freedom. Learning how to let go, learning how to love detached. Free will all over this reading. And the relief it feels from taking your power back if you don't agree with something, or taking your power back if you want to break up with something, a belief, idea, whatever. You get the picture? You get what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all get what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm articulating for spirit, but I feel like you're going to get it. I feel like whoever you are, you're going to get exactly what I'm saying. So you don't feel like bad about this loyalty. Some of y'all, it's a loyalty thing. It's a Leo thing, energy. You know, loyalty to a fault, loyalty at the expense of yourself. You may know that about yourself, or that you attract a lot of people that accuse you of being incompatible, or lying or untrustworthy because you do not sacrifice yourself. A lot of times that is that's a projection. Someone projecting onto you that you are not those things because they don't see it in themselves. And so because they don't see it in themselves, but they know that's who you are, they will make you the blame. And make you the problem and accuse you of doing everything wrong. Because the more that they look at you, the more that they know that they're the real problem. And that's a hard pill to swallow. because they can't do what you can do. So, like I said, some of them will accept, okay, time for me to go. Time for me to do what's best for me. I'm good. For some of you, there's this narrative going here where we have alliance in reverse, where someone has been trying to manipulate you to pursue them, manipulate you to sacrifice yourself, to believe like them, think like them. It's like I release okay, so let's just do this right quick. They release you for a relationship situation, very specific. They release you. And say, I'm taking control over my life. I release you. I'm moving on with my life. Reverse psychology. I don't owe you nothing. I'm just like you. I'm detached just like you. I don't have to keep my word in the situation because you good. You out there doing you. You good. You don't need me. I don't owe you nothing. So someone's trying to teach you a lesson or school you in the realm of loyalty. Someone's trying to school you in the realm of loyalty and what loyalty looks like, what it's supposed to look like. And so as a way to teach you of what that looks like, getting someone else, flirting with someone else, dating someone else, maybe dating your enemy or dating someone or helping someone else out and giving them that loyalty and being reliable for them and giving them all the peace you ask for, all the respect you ask for, all the very little things you ask for. It's like, okay, I'm going to give everything you ask for to this person. And, and I'm going to make the next person happy. Because you don't validate me. These are people that wanted you to validate them, that they can trust you. And they place their validation in seeing you sacrifice yourself. It's like, I believe that I could trust you because I watched you sacrifice yourself for me. So now I know I could trust you. But that doesn't even sound logical. Like, I mean, and so this is pretty much saying that you're not participating. You're aware that this is happening, but you're not participating. You can't make someone, whoever you are, because you know who you are, they can't make you hate yourself. That's pretty much what they're saying. You can't school someone in the lesson of loyalty when they've mastered being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is saying, like, I don't need a third party. I don't need a relationship. I don't need a third party. I don't need friends. I have nothing to lose. So how can you school someone that has nothing to lose? And so a lot of people that have come in to manipulate you has been trying to figure out what's worth losing to you. What's your weakness? That's the whole strategy of their game. Envious and jealous people here are enemies, true enemies. But because they're not an enemy to you, but they're your enemy. Like, they're your enemy because they believe that you did something to them, whatever. But you haven't given them even a title of an enemy in your life. Which means you're aware that they exist, but they have no relevance in your life. And because they have no relevance in your life, they really can't teach you nothing. But you have people that want to make you their student. And it's like, okay, they keep coming back every 2 days. with a new thing. Like, okay, let's see how you work out this situation. Let's see how you work out that manipulation. Let's see how you handle this. Let's see what happens when you do that. Let's see what happens. You get more peace. You have more encounters. And so really, you're free, but because of their attention, because of their focus, because they are captivated by you, they can never be free of you. Withdrawal. So you have a lot of people going through withdrawals when it comes to you. They go through series of withdrawals, and then after this series of withdrawals is over, it repeats itself. And if that ain't hell, I don't know what is. And that's where the love-hate energy is. Someone wants you to fold on your beliefs. People want you to fold on your beliefs so they can teach you a lesson and school you something good. You have impersonator in reverse. So it's pretty much saying that you are the real deal, and you know this. You're the real deal. You know this. You don't want to be anyone but yourself. And so you're divinely guided. You don't have to dress like nobody, be like nobody. You don't have to mimic nobody. You don't have to put on. You don't have to outsource. You don't have to plug into anything. Because what you plug into is within. What they plug into is you and other people that they find because they don't know how to plug into themselves. Ego. I'm telling you. Her ego getting in the way of relationships, etc. Drama starter. And it's not just romantic. It's what you trigger people's ego when they feel like you are not entertaining their drama, when they feel as if you aren't kissing their ass, when they feel as if they can't get you to obsess over them the way that they're obsessing over you because you're too busy winning, and they know it. They know it. You never go without because you're always going within. What they're looking for is within them, but their ego prevents them from accessing it. Clock it. And so if you know you're winning, stand on business. If you know that you have tried and tried and tried and tried again, you also have the free will to make a choice and stand on business. If you say you never going to talk to this person again, never talk to them again. If you say that you don't agree with someone and you find them on social media, stand on business. Accept that y'all are going in two different directions and don't come back. There's something about Six of Wands. Can't help but to come back to see if you're winning or not. A lot of people can't help but to come back to see if you're winning or losing or not. And they fold on that belief. They'll admit they need to leave and they need to go away because they're losing sleep. You know, the gossiping, the bitterness, the malicious attempts. Queen of Swords in reverse. But they're afraid that they're never going to be able to change you, and they're never going to be able to change someone else connected to you. And so they watch you harder. They stay around longer because this is pretty much, the Ace of Pentacles is pretty much saying this is a new opportunity, a new lease on life. And, it's the most tangible, right? He's holding it in his hand. But if he never puts the quarter in the slot, the machine never starts. And so this is pretty much everybody is being presented with the reality that the opportunity is always there. But faith without works, if you never put what was given to you into action, if you never utilize what was given to you, nothing will ever get going. Nothing will ever change. And the sun is in reverse. Opportunities will, it'll come back around again, like everything under the sun. But every time it comes back around, you're just going to be more and more aware of how you spent your time. And so when the opportunity keeps presenting itself, where these egotistical people keep coming back around you, they're aware, I don't know what it is, I keep being drawn to you. I don't know what it is, I keep being drawn to you. Are you doing something to me? The universe is saying, I keep giving you an opportunity to get it right. But in the time when you don't get it right, and you have to go somewhere else and unplug and separate, the problem is, while you're away, you're not working on yourself. These are the egotistical. While they're away, they're focusing on how to come back harder, how to come with more drama, how to reverse the flip, how to flip the script, how to reverse the narrative, how to make it happen for them, versus using that time to say, okay, what about me needs to change? What about me is preventing me from seeing that I'm getting what it is that I'm asking for, but I don't know how to keep it. I don't know how to treat it. I don't know how to receive it. I don't know how, that's the contrast that you provide. And I feel as if whoever this person is getting their advice from, they're getting their advice from someone that is very malicious. The Queen of Swords in reverse is someone that is bitter themselves, and so they can only give advice from a bitter, distraught standpoint. And the objective is for the person to ruin the person so good to the point where they're unrecognizable to themselves. So what someone is doing to you, someone else is doing it to them too, right? Because only hurt people hurt people. So someone is, you see here, she's sitting on top of him and he has the dark thoughts on his head. So someone has someone's ear. Back in the day, they would say someone had the king's ear, right? It was always a big thing if someone manipulative had the king's ear. You know what I mean? Whether male or woman, it's someone that has their bias, it's someone that has their prejudice, it's someone that has their way of doing things with the intent to conquer and destroy. It's not with the intention to aid, heal, and grow. It's, I can get you the opportunity. I can cast a spell. I can give you how to play a move. I can give you the strategy on how to trap someone and put them in a jar, and how to mind fuck someone. I can give you those things. But once the opportunity comes, it's up to you to then keep them there. So someone is giving someone advice to trap you. So they've tried starting drama in your life to make you run to them. They've tried ignoring you to make you want them. They've tried abandoning you to make you sick at night or to lose sleep over them. They've tried everything. And then the opportunity where you're here, the coin and the person. Here we are again. Here we are face to face. I see you, you see me. And so you are a coin. You are a opportunity to an opportunist, to a lot of opportunists. Because to this person, to this emperor, you are an object, just like conquering land or territory. You're an object. And that's where the ego comes from, which triggers wrath. And so jealousy, this is the realm of jealousy right here. This person is like jealous of you. They have to get their resources from an external force. Queen of Swords in reverse. I gotta let someone have my ear. I gotta talk it out. Okay? I gotta smoke it out. I gotta vent about it to someone. I gotta complain. And they come and tell me how to solve my problems. Because they have a fear that you'll never change. You'll never come back if they don't play these games. They'll never sign a contract. They want you to sign another contract, another 10-year contract, 20-year contract with them. This is like someone fixing you. And you've met a lot of people on your journey, not just this person, but all over. There's always this energy of trying to fix you. Because ultimately they want you like this. Yes, tell me I'm great. Tell me I'm the best. Tell me, they want you to be their trophy. They want you to be their trophy. They don't want you to acquire trophies. They want you to be their trophy. King of Wands in reverse. So this is pretty much saying you're reflecting a liar to a liar. You know what I'm saying? You're holding a mirror. You're holding a mirror. You see this? Daily mission. What's new, pussycat? Oh, whoa, whoa. You're like, I got this to do, that to do, this to do. I ain't got time for that. I'm too busy going up. And so the only thing someone is going to get from you is a reflection of themselves. If that ain't mastery, I don't know what is. That's exactly what someone is getting from you. You being still. You focused on winning. You focused on yourself. It literally makes someone else feel like you have their mojo. They look at you like you're pulling a me on me, and they think that you're, when you have like a dog, because we have a dog here. Don't both of these things look like the same animal? Someone feel like you're pulling a them on you. They're like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're trying to do me. You're trying to pull a me on me, so I'm gonna pull a me back. It's like literally you sitting down and you try to throw something away, and you're sitting on the couch and you have a dog. Let's say you have a dog. And you're sitting on the couch and you try to throw something away without getting up and going to the trash. So, which means you're getting somewhere fast. You're trying to do multitask. And you take it and you throw it. And then the dog is like, oh my God, you're playing with me. Someone thinks that you're playing with them. Like you're flirting. Like this is a flirty thing. Someone feels like you're stroking their ego. You want to play with them. And they're like, I'm EA Sports. I got time today. And it's like you're over there like, oh my goodness. This person hasn't caught on. Isolation in reverse. Yeah, someone's trying to draw you out of isolation. But because you won't reject them and you won't fight back, you won't, you're out of isolation, but you're not coming out of isolation to use this as an opportunity to go back and forth with someone, to like do self-inflicted stuff that they're doing. And so they have to sit there aware that you're not in isolation, be aware that you don't feel rejected, that you do not feel lonely, and that you're not harming yourself. Those three things has this person like, I cannot get over this. They're pissed. Pissed. And you have Archangel Michael, protection, preventive from harm, divine intervention. This is divine intervention, not for those of you that are going within and taking accountability for your action, but for egotistical people that refuse to look within themselves, look at the man and the woman in the mirror, and do some, some self-reflection. They don't reflect on themselves. They reflect on what happened to them. And they hate that you are a constant reminder that they don't utilize their free time wisely. Healing. But that's also a space where it's like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm doing it for myself. And if you feel inspired, great. And if you don't like it, that's also great. And it just makes someone feel very like tense, trapped, stressed out, worried. It's like, oh my God, you're really healing. Whatever I did to screw you up, you're stopping to smell the roses. You've slowed down. This person used to literally do things to make you anxious. They used to do things to get you out of character. They used to do things to make you move so fastly that you have to be everything and for everybody. And you're not doing that anymore. Be everything this person. Now this person wants to come in with lust, greed by any means necessary, and considerate. The person's going to hit on you and still take no accountability. So back to the beginning. That's how I know the reading is done. Boundaries. Today's conversation is about boundaries. And how to assert your boundaries without having to isolate yourself, without having to run, escape, without having to close yourself off energetically, because that's this person's objective. If all else fails, they feel as if your desire for them to get the picture, your desire for them to respect your boundaries, distracts you from the reality that they can never do anything to you. For real. Unless you believe it so. Unless you worry about it. And so really someone hitting on you, buying you something, hitting on you, to get your attention, it's flattery. Thank you. Someone buying you flowers, oh, thank you. Now, if they were expecting something elaborate, where it's like, okay, you bought me flowers, so I gotta do something nice for you, that's a them problem. Soulmate. Narcissist in reverse. It's exhausting. I feel like there's a lot of narcissist energy. Hopeful. You know, if people like you guys did not exist on the world on the planet, we would have a whole lot of egos jumping ship. Distance. It's like if they're at a distance, they have to know that you're not happy and that you're not at peace and that you're worried and that you're sick. Child. Established. And you would be very surprised. Yeah, you're bringing someone to the point. I don't even think bringing them to their knees is low enough. Let me be honest with you. The ego's too big here. Bringing them to their knees ain't low enough. They gotta have a complete metamorphosis. Hell, Malcolm X didn't change till his ass went to prison. Okay. He sat down. He had to be set still for many, many years. But he still walked away from the situation being very proud of the fact that he had to sit still. Okay? Boundaries. Enough is enough. And so if someone is either trapping you, creating worry for you, intense, or they hitting on you and you don't want it, ghost them. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do, but it's definitely saying if they're disrespectful, you've had enough, you can defend yourself. You know, whether that's a hard no, or you don't have to explain yourself or something. They ain't gonna want to hear it anyway. For the most part, it's living your life, really. Like you living your life, especially when it comes to like people trying to tell you like you shouldn't be doing something, or you know, you work hard, you're supposed to be able to go out and enjoy your life too. But these are the messages that I have for you. All right, closing message for today's conversation, spirit. So we have deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. I love you guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.